Hey everybody, I am so excited to be doing this video. It is long overdue. Welcome to Bedtime Talks with Tisha. I want to talk about something that has been a constant struggle for myself. And I want to be transparent about this. Everything that we know and have believed ever about self-love, it is a lie. I literally have been loving myself at the surface level that I can possibly love myself. I'll brush my teeth, I'll wash my face, I'll go to the doctor, I'll go to the dentist, I'll take myself out on dates. But that is the surface that you can love yourself. That is the bare minimum that you can love yourself. And what I would like to say is, as I've been doing those things and God's been dealing with me in this season about what self-love really is. Self-love is about looking at yourself within and seeing the deepest, darkest, ugliest parts of you and embracing it and loving yourself enough to want to change. I have a podcast episode and it's called Loving Yourself Enough to Leave. But self-love is literally loving yourself enough to change those things that you didn't realize were there, or maybe you did realize were there. And that's okay. If you're like me, also, self-love intertwines with your relationship with God. It intertwines with your singleness. And I've always personally struggled with being single. I've struggled to always have to have somebody or talking to somebody, and struggle with codependency. And as I am actively working to break these things, I'm realizing you have to love yourself enough to want to change, because it's easy to sit there and enjoy comfortability. It's easy to stay in that place of stagnation concerning self-love and concerning the surface of just loving yourself. But like, what does that really mean? And that really, self-love really is an action. Yeah, self-love is an action. And the crazy part is, everything intertwines. And the craziest part is, I also personally have struggled, and I noticed that I have built this very unhealthy relationship with relationships. I have made the biggest idol out of relationships because, it's a part of my desire. But my thing that I want you guys to understand is that the most important relationship that you can have is with God and yourself. And if you're struggling with self-love, it's because we have a lack of consistency in our relationship with God. And if you're struggling with wanting to be in a relationship, it's because you're trying to fill that void that only God can fill. A man will not complete you. Only God can. And actually, the moment that you allow God and yourself to be consistent in those areas, then God can actually do what he needs to do in your relationships. It's funny because I told God, I put in my notes, I was like, I want to have healthier relationships. And boy, did I not have the slightest idea of what that entailed. But God is funny, and he is right on time also. It takes a lot of work to have healthy relationships. It doesn't happen overnight, especially if you struggle with toxic habits and patterns and cycles. Like that is something God has to truly work within you to deliver you from in order for you to actually be able to grow and have that next level of depth of understanding of what self-love is. And that's what I wanted to say, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday night.